Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the issue of banking here in Thailand. I'm quoting a video from the Pattaya Mail, pattayamail.com, written by Mr. Barry Kenyon. Article is titled Expat Dreams Shattered in Thailand, Cock-Up Conspiracy or Just Plain Nonsense. So to understand the context of this, he actually mentions me in this article, and tip of the hat to Mr. Kenyon. I really do appreciate your accolades included in that article. I thank you. But the point of this video is talking about all of this banking stuff. Unfortunately, he's commenting on a video that was put out on the internet talking about this conspiracy theory, basically to go after middle-income retirees here in Thailand. I made a response where I said a lot of this is nonsense. Mr. Kenyon kind of has now chimed in and is sort of talking about both things. But going to this issue of accounts being frozen, I want to add some clarification onto this. Quoting directly, opening bank accounts. It is certainly true that tourists, those without a non-immigrant visa, have a near zero chance of opening a Thai bank account right now. Yeah, we've talked about that in other videos. They're not only having problems getting bank accounts open, and by having problems, it's nearly impossible to the point of truly impossible. But also, as we've discussed in other videos, they may be shutting down accounts of tourists and tourist visa holders if they can't later show that they've upgraded into some kind of more permanent visa status, most notably a non-immigrant visa. That said, quoting further, there are indeed rumors that even some existing accounts may be frozen for up to 4 months if banking authorities suspect the cash has been paid in by a third party to qualify for a friend's or customer's visa. What I think they're talking about here is the practice of temporarily putting money into an account in order to get a document, an affidavit effectively, to go and get a visa extension based on retirement visa status, or retirement visa based on 800,000 baht in a bank account. In the past, we'd hear tale of basically folks, they'd go down, they'd go to the bank, they'd throw money in. It wasn't illegal, it's never been illegal. It'd be a temporary loan for like an hour to show the balance. They'd get a letter from the bank, hey, here's the balance. They'd go into immigration. Immigration would go ahead and issue the extension. Now, one big bank, that's all I'll say, seems to be saying, hey, if you want to do this, I think frozen might be not necessarily the wrong terminology, but it may provide a lack of context. Basically, they're saying, hey, if you want to get this affidavit, you got to show that these funds have been here for at least 4 months. Now, to be clear, that's only one bank that's requiring that right now. Our contacts at immigration have told us, hey, that's not us requesting that. That's the bank's policy that's driving that. We don't need that. And frankly, in some cases, they're kind of miffed that the whole thing has been blown up to the point that it has. That said, understand it's slightly different than being frozen. What they're saying is you need to hold it here for us to issue the document that you then use at immigration. So there's a nuance of difference in that. While I'm talking about that, it's probably worth pointing out that I do deep dives into this type of analysis in our paid news service, Integrity News Service. If you're interested in that, please feel free to email us at media@integrity-legal.com. You can get in on that. Also, the other thing to understand regarding what's going on with me, at least, is I've also got Pancake Palace down here in downtown Bangkok. I'll put a link in the description below for those who are interested in good old American diner style food, as well as breakfast anytime, including pancakes. You may want to check out Pancake Palace. We've got buffalo wings, we've got cheeseburgers, we've got chili bowls. It's downtown Bangkok. Link in the description below. Quoting further, there are indeed rumors that even some existing accounts may be frozen for up to 4 months if banking authorities suspect the cash has been paid in by a third party to qualify for a friend or customer's visa. Yeah, again, it's this practice of temporarily putting the money in, getting the document, getting the visa, then removing the money. Quoting further, the problem is that Thailand, unlike her neighbors, has been very lax about banking regulations for many years. Well, I would kind of disagree with Mr. Kenyon's wording on that. You know, look, Thailand's just been free for many years. We haven't had all this massive banking scrutiny and oversight, which frankly I don't think is overly necessary. But that's my opinion. I've gone into that at great length in many other videos. Quoting further, a whole series of abuses relating to fraud and money laundering is leading to much tightening. It's certainly a cock-up, but for how long is debatable. Yeah, it remains to be seen if this affidavit issue is going to continue to be an issue at this big bank. Meanwhile, we here in our office are finding banking solutions for clients in other banks where they're not being so tight with regard to documentation associated with banking. That said, again, you're going to need to basically be ready to have funds on hand to prove up one's financial ability to support a retirement visa here in the Kingdom of Thailand.